Welcome to Vision Radio 345. My special guest today is Donovan Kingjay, an artist who I've known for quite some time, been on the circuit doing his good works. And I just thought to myself, I've got to get this guy in there because he's got a lot to talk about, especially his journey and how far he's got and where he is now. Welcome, Donovan Kingjay. No, Kingjay.
Donovan Kingjay, aka it was Kingjay. Yeah, man. So that's my original recording and singing name, so no problem. Give thanks for inviting me and give thanks for health and life, prosperity.
Man. So I want to get into the interview now. So we're going to start off with from your early days. At what age did you start singing and how did it all start for you?
It all started amongst my brethren. Then we had what we call a youth sound system called Loud Creation. Mm-hmm. So I would, when we was playing, they'd flip the version. And I would sing one at a time and got some confidence from that. And my brothers them said, yeah, man, that's sound okay. So I'll probably be around, say, 14, 15, and then performed live later on. But there was the original inspiration from sound system in the 70s,
I mean, especially at that age. I mean, people at that age, they love their music. Obviously, they had to get their education, but there was this drive and passion for being a singer or being something.
Or a DJ.
Or
it was one of the two, you see me. So I was fortunate enough. My brother was the DJ. Jesse James,
He used to DJ?
Yeah, man. He used to DJ.
I didn't know he used to DJ.
Yeah, man. He was with certain songs in the day and ushered them and round the way. Jesse James had his own vibration.
Okay.
And, yeah, man. So because he was more lyrically inclined that way, he did the DJ thing kind of more, and I was the singer. Yeah, man.
Okay.
Yeah, man. Jesse James, man. And yeah, not Pickham at the time was the vibes, and that's how Jesse have a little flames in him, man. And that go on with that thing, you see me?
Yeah, he's a lovely guy, Jesse, man. A lovely guy.
Yeah, man.
So which singer or singers inspired you the most when you was growing up? Because at that era there was so many singers, some big artists. Some have left us today.
Yeah.
But at that time there was a range of artists. So who were the ones that inspired you?
I was, everybody loved Gregory. I was more a Dennis Brown, Sugar Minott fan. So my voice more tended to be more like Dennis Brown. So I kind of leaned that way, But one of my favorite artists at that time, I remember, and as you said, that Descended, also gone too soon, was the likes of Laxley Castell and my artist, Hugh Mandel. So we just loved everything that he did, and anything under Augustus Pablo was usually King Tubby's as well. So that was the winning combination,
Yeah, those guys were singing on a different level.
Seriously, bro, and the songs that they were writing, especially Hugh Mandel at the age, because he was close to our age.
Yes,
and he was the first kind of Ras that we saw, like wearing gold and beavers, just before the likes of Mikey Prophet. So, and then he'd do, he write some really, Africa Must Be Free by 83 became an anthem.
Yeah.
But on the album was songs like My Mind, which at the time we was like, that was deep.
Yeah.
What this youth was singing, and so he had style.
And it was like poetry. That song was like poetry.
Oh my days! As I say, the youth was so deep, and we was thinking, and with the Rastafari and everything, and it was like he was like who we kind of looked to in that kind of way. And for me, as I said, the songs he wrote and the fact that he came and went so quickly. Moved like a prophet again, just like Bob Marley, and it just here 1 minute and then gone too early, bro. It's crazy.
Yeah. But these guys leave messages, profound messages that resonate with everybody
up to today. Yeah.
Up to today. So we know the power of music and how it can move people, but it's about putting people in a good place, because we know at the moment there's not much out there, so to speak.
Yeah.
What's resonating with people. But hey, we have to keep doing our work.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about the sound system days, because that's where it all usually start from. You said you mentioned used to go on the sounds and so forth and so on.
Yeah.
So in the sound system days, nearly every sound had an MC or singer. Tell us about that experience, because as you know, most sounds used to go to the time. They had an array of MCs lining up, especially when it come to competition. The Madrada singer or the Madrada MC was all strategic stuff. You know what I mean? So,
and most sounds had their own main crew and stuff. So because I was more like with King Original, because we are East Zone, and that was my boss, and that was the the family I was around.
Yeah.
There was no problem there, because I named up on the flyers, you see me? But
Wow,
when you go
from that age, your name was on the flyers.
Of course, when we start moving into the 20s and stuff, that was it. We were the King Original family, you know what I'm saying? So we'd be on the flyer, so we would perform. But if you would go to the, my next song that I would try to perform, and I did anyway, try, was Unity, and big up yourself,
Yeah, them guys were doing.
They had an array of artists as well.
And also had a label, didn't they, as well?
They had a label as well. So I had some of the early tracks. Ribs would send me. I've still got the CD, and it's a Kingjay your voice, them song, and
wow,
this thing, it was just the times as well. Because it may ever still happen in the future. But they had Kenny Knotts, they had Peter Bonsa, they had Richie Davis, who was Richie Nicotine Davis them time. You had Celia Collins, you had Errol Bella.
Yeah, Celia Collins, the guys was like silking them.
And We Tree was the tree. They were the ones, him and Errol Bella, who brought her to Unity to make me know Roots and join that line, as you say, you see me?
Wow.
So it was very competitive. If I was fortunate to get over to Saxon, I'd sing 1 and 2 if Roger would bring me in.
Roger Robin.
Yeah, man, my virgin, Roger Robin. So those are the times you'd move around, and if I go over to Fat Man, I might be lucky. Fat Man, a big son. With their own array of artists. And
when you was moving around those son, did you ever meet Maxi at the time?
100%. Yeah, I met Maxi Priest. I met the 2 Rowe brothers. I knew Colonel from now, and Tipper's still my bridging now. So, and Trevor Sachs as well, even, So all of them youth there, we all grow, and as you know, them times that you move from north to northwest to east to south to west, wherever the sounds were.
Yeah.
So we'd follow Mombasa over to West London. We followed Sir Jesus, Coxon, Shaka, Neville King, Fat Man, wherever it was. But we were definitely devout Shaka followers as well.
Yeah. And the thing is about that, when we were traveling at that time, because we're coming way out of our area, going miles out. You never hear, what you hear now? You understand? A man could go to Northwest.
Postcode war.
Yeah,
what is
you can
that?
You can go anywhere, and you wouldn't have no problem. You're talking about thousands of people moving out around on a Saturday evening.
Imagine
crossing paths.
Yep.
You might even know the person from North London. Oh, where you go? Boy, am I go south? You know? Where you go? Boy, am I go west?
Yeah.
Who's playing? You know? Okay, so we was at that dance a lot.
Yeah.
But you never hear not.
No war thing. There was no tribalism, brother. That wasn't the thing. We knew, focused, we knew who the enemy was. You understand? From the teachers to the lawyers to the police to the court system.
Some of the man them, listen, it's the way you move with people.
Brother.
And that's how we can be here today to talk about,
to tell you the story.
These moments in our journey in life.
Which we were so blessed with.
Yeah, absolutely.
70s were the platinum years.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, let's move on to the recording side of things now. Yeah. So the ultimate for any singer is to get to a recording studio. And you know what that's like. You know, when you're growing up and you think, why am I singing upon sound system? I wonder what it's like to actually be on the turntable. Yeah. You on there. That's you.
That was my payment.
That was you. What was your experience like on your very first recording?
Nerve-wracking. Nerve-wracking.
I could imagine.
Brother, because I can't even remember who was there apart from Wazir at the time. It might have even been some of my...
Which studio was it?
It was Easy Street.
Okay, that Easy Street.
Yeah, it was Easy Street with Mr. Eddie Lasardi, man. Big up yourself. And John Speed was round the wheels, you know?
Yes.
And, and I'm sure Wazir was there. There was a couple of those. But anyway... that experience there, as I said, was very nerve-wracking for me because I wanted to make sure it was done correctly and being in the presence of. And then, as I said, I couldn't master the harmony. And try after harmony, I try. And then once I just turned on and said, yeah, man, yeah. And once I said, do it like this, and him do it. And then he did it so well that it's on the record. My very first song is called State of Mind. And on the harmonies, you'll hear Wazir singing. Look into yourself and you will see. That's how King was here. The only time that I know, because he was a drummer. I don't know.
Was he a drummer?
Yeah, he was a drummer for Ika Mouse and the Monday yeah, brother,
Okay, because I've known
early
those
90s.
I've known those guys to just have a sound system. I didn't know he was actually
Yes,
a drummer.
I've got an album called Strings with Wazir and Huey Isaac on the cover. Wazir holding his familiar drumsticks.
Okay.
And Huey Isaac on the bass. And Wazir was a drummer by trade, so he was a musician, not just a sound system owner and producer. Yeah, man, and a singer. Catch it. Yeah,
Wow.
man, I'm a boss, man. I love him, my brother was. And also him and his brother, and, you know, I miss them. Just stalwart, foundation, and sorely missed. I wish they were here now. Yeah, I know he's proud of me because even he called me and he said, Singy, I love why you're going, you know, Singy. And
Supporting the journey.
he was there from the start, you know, so love him, man. Miss him.
Okay, so let's go on to some of your tracks now with your profound messages in there.
Yes.
Your tracks carry a message of freedom and hope and raises awareness. Tell us a bit about your inspiration for your lyrics.
Mostly comes from my liberty, you know, and my liberty is spirituality and truth. I'm a truth seeker, not a conspirator. So I seek truth at all levels and anywhere where it's there. You know what I mean? Because sometimes it's hidden and veiled, and next time you have to look for it, and the next time it's in your face. So I'm just about that, you know, and I love Earth. I love, as in Mother Earth, I love good people. I love good spirit. I like good vibes. I love upliftment. So there's enough, you know, negativity portrayed and all the rest of it. So I don't too focus on that. You see, I deal with, I can't too focus my energies on that.
Because
so,
that's exactly what we're seeing now.
Exactly.
And it's across the world. It's across everywhere. And you can feel it in the atmosphere what's going on. And it's all about awareness. And our spiritual awareness is one of the things that we have to look at, because that's where most things are coming from. As you can see, our physical is just there. But when you're having that kind of energy around you, it's very important that we're aware, we're locked down, and we're in a prayer, because it's powerful. You know, when you unleash that thing, there is powerful.
Yeah, man.
So we have to know that is our main protector.
Yeah.
And you know, as we say, no one don't know tomorrow, but we just get on with life and we just give thanks
for the now,
for what we're doing.
Yeah, for the now. And this message and this love that we were blessed with of music, because I could have been gifted with many other things in life, but I was gifted with this love of the music and the ability to write and deliver songs and messages. So I take it never for granted, and I'm grateful because it's made me travel and meet new people, see new things, experience certain things in life that if it wasn't for the music, I wouldn't necessarily have done so. So, yeah, everything, this journey, beautiful, brother.
And impacting on people's lives in a positive way.
Yes,
because, you know, there's a lot of, I'm going to be straight, there's a lot of nonsense out there.
Too much.
It just doesn't resonate with anybody. It just causes problems.
Of course.
And more problems and
And
confusion.
we don't want that. We alleviate stress. We don't bring that.
Yeah.
You understand? So we bring a smile to people's faces and some hope to those who may not necessarily feel that they're help, you know, because they might feel helpless. So I always inspire that. Rasta.
Yes, man. So we're going to go into the labels. So at the moment, what labels and producers are you currently working on, or are you an independent artist?
I'm an independent artist, but at the moment, look forward to some Black Legacy label works, some Pekin studio works, Room in the Sky, which is RITS music. I've voiced with all of these people. You're going to hear them soon. So I work with artists, producers and labels. I've got songs coming from Australia soon, and also Sweden and France. And I've got one currently out from a producer in France called Cry for the Sufferer.
Okay.
Yeah. So I'm as I said, I'm truly blessed. And it makes me humble to know that, you know, producers from Canada to Japan send me tracks and say, Kingjay, would you write a song for this? And I'll write a song and I sing it, and they say I like that, and they pay me. I'm like,
yeah, because you can't be doing this type of work and you know get your blessing. If you're working in this industry, you're working good. Them say what? One coke a full basket.
And, you know, we're fortunate with that, my brother. And as I said, I never take nothing for granted. And I've been blessed with that over the years now. I'm saying at least now, solidly 15 years now. I can look around, you know, and say, boy, I've got a track on there. You know, Lloyd Brown called me and say, oh, Kingjay, would you do one of my songs? And I've recorded it, and it's on his Salute album. I do a track with Nearest and, you know, Enough Love, and unfortunately it was his final album, but we got a collaboration on there together. Granty Asher. We've got a collaboration called Ethiopia. So it's not just myself.
Yeah.
I'm fortunate to work with enough of my, you know, colleagues and brothers and sisters in this business. And yeah, it's almost like living a dream in a way, because I never visioned any of this.
Yeah, from the time I've known Kingjay, man, he's always been in the business. I know that he's always been in the circuit here and there.
Yeah.
And over the years, as time has gone by, we're blessed to see that he's here now. And, you know, sometimes you speak to him and you say, how's things going? Boy, I'm at the same place with the last week and last year, and I'm not now going. It's made progression.
Growing.
And you're growing as you go along, but
humbly
as you go along. You have to give thanks.
Thanks. Trust me. To the fullest,
because of all these abilities that we have, if we're not using them in the right way, then
that is the thing. Because sometimes it's suppressed you with, you know, family or work issues and all of that. And where that is concerned, I don't really have, you know,
and balance. You forget balance, right?
Which is what this is all about. Balance, you know what I mean? Balance. This is one, man. Yeah, man.
So, let's talk about the legendary Keita Roots.
Yes, sir.
He's got a label called Black Legacy. He's been in the business for a long time, and he's making some serious tunes.
Yeah.
Did you do any recordings at Black Legacy's studio?
100. I've got unreleased stuff right now, which could easily be an LP, depending on the economics and how Keita's mindset is. Cause I just left it with him as my brother, you know what I mean? Like how he always does. But those who were fortunate caught the 7-inch called Got to Go, which sold and mashed up the place with the aid of certain sound systems who give it a highlight. Yeah, give it a big highlight.
Those tunes that Keita are making,
crazy top shelf stuff. The productions are top shelf. He plays every instrument.
Very talented.
He's then again an engineer. I've seen him tear down his studio twice. The mixing board and everything. And we're talking big 24-32 track. He teared that down, built it back himself, and got it to the levels that he wants it. And we've done things over the years, like we've helped make each other, you know, eat our little food.
Yeah,
and
reason.
The 12-inch was come about, all of the songs is because of reasonings. We've reasoned about certain things. And he said, boy, I did it. And I took it away. And I said, Keita, I wrote a song about what we was reasoning the other day, you know. He said, well, yeah. So on the back of that came Black Liberation and Steve Biko, the great Steve Biko, which is a 12-inch red vinyl that went very quick. So I've had a couple released already, and in the can, there's at least another dozen tracks that you will hear in 2025 going forward. And look forward, because they're some solid tracks.
Is a lot of the tracks then released into the European direction?
100. And for the UK roots people, because what happens is that if we're blessed like how Keita and I's mutual friends are, Mikey from Channel One and Joe from Abashanti Sound, yeah.
Okay.
So when they play them songs, people go, okay, that's Kingjay, and they will and they will tell them, say, it's a Black Legacy and a Kingjay song, but it's not released yet. Uncle We can play this, so the people them get mad.
Yeah.
By the time that get press and release, I'm telling you, like heartbread grand.
That's how we used to do things back in the day.
Yes.
They used to have a very good strategy of like, that's what the dub plates were for.
Aye.
So when they used to play them, they were like, why? You know, the sound I used to be in back in the day, we used to go studio and get dubs cut, and we had tracks, what you call pre-release then.
Yes.
But before the pre-release, you get the dub.
Aye.
And then once you got that, you've got a good 6-7 months of run
before the release,
before anybody gets it. So that
by the time we're ready, people get mad and tunes just sell off.
Yeah.
And then the Europeans, as you mentioned, join in. Then with Japanese family, them join in. And by the time they know that it's out, it's sold, brother. You need to be pressing X amount of copies. So for me, it was a blessing working with Keita and getting a release. And as I said, it's like it's a double barrel. it's gonna make a mark, and it did.
And even with the downloads, this is the good thing about having multiple platforms now. You can actually upload your stuff on multiple platforms instead of going around like the old days, one record shop there, you run with 25 there, 15 there.
Yeah.
So that kind of speeds things up.
100%. The business is more efficient, a little bit more efficient, but
than it was before.
With the downloads, I'm not a great fan, as you know, because we get paid 0.005% per track. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, I've heard so much about these download stuff. I don't think
the downloads is painful for us.
I think I was speaking to Delroy Pinnock.
Yeah, man, Delroy, man. Delroy, my brother, man.
Yeah, Delroy, our family. My family.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, so Delroy was saying to me, boy, you know what, E? I said to him, Delroy, how's it go with the download stuff? He said, no, man, it's basically, you ought to just press up vinyl.
Yeah.
And then put them out there because for you to get any pay, you're going to have to have thousands and thousands of people downloading.
Serious.
So I kind of get it.
It's just the economics. And that download has kind of phased out enough of the people who could make money organically, like how you just said. If you press 100 or you press 500, you know how much it takes to cost to press, and then you can negotiate how you can do some wholesale, and then if you want to, you can get them with. If you need to as promotion and stuff, or your family members. But when it's a download, you don't have that option, bro.
This is what the digital age is doing. This is what they're doing now.
Yeah, it's killing enough of the musicians and the artists.
We understand how this thing works. We studied electronics.
Yeah.
when we used to go to college, so we understand how this thing works. But it's a different time now.
Yeah.
And like I said, with things like this, you take what you want and leave the rest.
100.
Because you just get sucked into.
Otherwise, you get sucked in, bro. I'm gonna depend that.
Okay. Go on, moving on to my next question now. We know you're kind of on your social media and you pop and you kind of check out Facebook or whatever. By the time I go up on Facebook, this man there, I tour, I do some show or something. And I'm looking on the dates and they're like 2 days apart or a week apart.
Yeah.
So I know you've been busy. So at the moment, are you touring at the moment? And if so, where can people get tickets for your next gig? If you are touring,
the next appearance anyway, not necessarily a tour, but the next show that I'll be performing will be with Mafia and Fluxy on the 29th, Tuesday the 29th of October 2024 at the Jazz Cafe in Houston. So we'll be supporting scientists because we have a present album out at the moment. So with the LP tracks, they were all played by Mafia and Fluxy. So they would be there. The Empresses on the harmonies, they would all present and performed on the LP. Will be there live on Tuesday, as I say, alongside the great scientists. So look forward to that. And on the record company have made some murmurs that on the strength of the LP and this, we might be doing a mini European one as well. So if all things are worked and the I's are dotted and the T's crossed, then we can hopefully work it all right. Yeah, man, looking forward. Yeah, man,
I like that when things are going in the right direction and nothing's phasing off, because you've got to be so assertive and be aware when you're in that business, because it is business. But what we don't want is bad business.
No, we need the good business. Reggae already had enough of the bad.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Getting exposed all the while.
Absolutely,
so.
And that's what we want to happen.
Yeah,
so, what's new for Donovan Kingjay? I'm going to bring him up to speed now. What's new for Donovan Kingjay? Anything coming out soon?
100%. As I said, Cry for the Sufferer is currently out now. Been out with my brethren from France, Rudy Roots. Big up yourself, my brother. So you can get that on all download platforms, because that's not actually on vinyl. For vinyls now, I have a couple releases that will soon be forwarding as well. There's an LP called Masters of Reggae 2025 with Room in the Sky, and I'm on there with the likes of AJ Franklin, Winston Reedy, Alton Ellis. This is just from what I can remember, and I've also voiced there's at least another 3 tracks that I've voiced with him. Look out for a track with Tony Roughcut as well that I voiced about a month ago. Look out for a track that I voiced with Peckins that should be forwarding out on a 7-inch as well. I've also got, as I said before, 1 Australia, 1 Sweden,
my gosh,
one France. So 2025, like I said, I keep saying I'm blessed.
No dates.
What happens with these producers, my brother? They will send me the track, as I said, and they will say, Bill of Vibes on this, so I'll write a
Yeah.
song for this, yeah? Unless they want me to do a cover specifically, because
Okay.
the one with Peckins is Rainbow Country, the Dennis Brown.
Okay.
So I'm saying, Kingjay, you don't go to England, you can't sing this. Why you sing this? And him book the studio. So said, so done. And with Lou as well, I'm always at the studio with Lou. So I'm so blessed. I've got tracks. I've had at least this year 8 vinyl releases and download releases. And 2025 is going to be the same. Usually at the end of the year, I get my brethren and he does like a collage of what I've done for the year. And usually I'm one of them, as I said, I'm very fortunate because I get requested from all over the world. Some of these producers, I might not even personally have met some of them, you know.
Wow.
But they know me through this, that, the other, and they
It's
say,
like your
you know,
journey's starting now.
brother, as I said, I'm grateful for where I've been. I'm looking forward to where I'm gonna take this thing because the thing that I do is what I consider myself to be, you know, one of the best singer-songwriters reggae-wise in Europe. I would love to be able to take it more to the Caribbean, Africa, the Americas, South Central, you know, as well as North America, if that be the case. North America and Canada is not necessarily a main ambition of mine. Definitely Africa, definitely Brazil. There's a couple things lined up for 2025. I'm looking forward to if that can manifest and the business side works out and I can go to these places. I've been asked to go to Australia and New Zealand.
Maybe this is,
You know,
this
so-
is the time for preparation.
100.
I think you're getting prepared to go to the next level. So everything's gathered up now.
Yes.
So once all these things are in place, then you'll be propelling to the next.
And be,
that's
and
what I'm
be
kind
able
of.
to cope with it as well, you know.
Yeah, and this is why we need to get rest as well, because as much as we're enjoying these things,
Brother,
rest.
you know,
Rest.
what you eat, your food, your mind, and
Yeah.
rest is so important, King. It's so important. Because it's the balance, and it's
Yeah,
the same thing.
exactly.
Yeah, man, the balance.
And we're not machines.
Nope. And
Let's
as
just
we
make
get-
that clear. We're
And
not
as we get
machines.
elder as well, you know, we might look certain way.
Yeah,
But you have to look
And
after.
also your vitamin
care.
levels. That's another thing as well,
Yeah,
because
man.
you know black people love yam food, but then don't take no vitamin with
and
it.
no protein, bro.
you have to get balance right. Because
Come
everybody
on.
make out of chemicals and things. So many,
Yeah.
especially vitamin D.
Is
That's the one, you know.
because we're not
D.
getting it from the natural way.
Vitamin D is the one. Trust me, we need 3-4 times vitamin D than anybody else.
Yeah, I'm on that.
Yeah.
But I have to do it in tablet form as
Yeah.
well at the moment. But I'm not on vitamin D, bro. But they pan that one there, you know.
It's all part of that. And of course, prayer and
Yeah,
thanks.
yeah, man.
Thanks. So my last question to you before we close up this interview.
Yes, family. Yes.
Can we see an album coming soon? Or is that not something that's happening at the moment?
Well, a one where it just says Donovan Kingjay. I have, as I said, my good brother Keith has at least 12 tracks. My brethren Lou with Room in the Sky. The amount of singles that we've had and 10-inch releases and album tracks. I said to him, bro, my folder's looking kind of fat there, you know, my brother. Why wouldn't I just do an LP? You
That
understand?
sounds like 2 albums there in one.
Yeah, there's 2 that can happen. But I'm a man like this. I'm patient because I understand the economics. I also know that you may have other projects and things in you, you know, going on. So I'm not gonna be coming and knocking on the door and say, yo, I'm a man like this. I will ask you once, I will not forward. I will ask you twice. Me not ask you a third time, you know, my brother. Me not care how close, even me and Keity. And they can go down on the record. Me not humbugging because certain things is just certain things. And everything comes in its right time, I find. Anyway, so I might find it's like me saying I've done X amount of tracks and I like this one should be a hit. And it's the one that women are too love. People gravitate to.
Well, we hear these stories all the time because one of the most famous ones I know is the Gloria Gaynor track, I Will Survive. That was a B-side. And they were playing it on a major radio station. And the guy, I don't know who the DJ was at the time, but the
He like that.
track turned over, B-side, that was it.
All right, let me give you the reggae version to that. Bounty Killer is the B-side called Copper Shot. He's an American DJ in a turn it over and play the Bounty Killer side because it was a B-side, you know.
Okay.
And him say, me love that one there.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it bust, ask Bounty, ask Rodney Price, he would tell you, it was the B-side, it wasn't, so it's not always necessarily when you feel say
When you
it's
feel
right.
so, yeah.
It's an energy and a
Yeah.
frequency.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm working with it,
Yeah.
brother, because I was sitting there.
And also the thing as well I find is that, where we have to understand this thing that you don't buy your tunes. It's the public who make that choice. So no matter what you think, you may think, no, not that tune, that one.
That one day.
That could be the one. But remember, you don't buy your tunes.
Yeah.
You're giving the service.
So just get the product together, keep your things on a level,
Yeah.
and never give up.
And wise up. Wise up.
Yeah,
about
always keep that
paperwork
third
and
eye
things.
open. You need
know
to
what I
keep
mean?
that third eye open by keeping good people around you. Because I've got good management teams,
Just keep your mind clean.
good
man.
publishers,
Clean.
all of that. And keep your heart clean, heart and mind. Balance.
Balance, man, balance. Right,
Yes, sir.
Donovan Kingjay. I've got to leave with Donovan Kingjay. Now, I started with Donovan Kingjay,
Yeah.
so I'm going to end with Donovan Kingjay. Thank you very much for coming in the studio.
More than welcome, my brother.
Yes,
You
sir.
don't know it's powers and love.
Yeah.
And as I say to each and every one out there, and my brother has already stated it, we're in the age of Aquarius. This is the year of enough things that got bust out. And next year, hopefully, is going to be more disclosure, more truth, which will alleviate the stress off of the people, where we can start to move more in the right direction. Unity is the key, and balance. So to our ones and ones, Rastafari love from Donovan Kingjay. Love.
Take care and peace.